Y'all got the races out of your system because I started streaming. So I'm a dude. Becky, let me smash. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. It's been too long. Yeah. You already said we were streaming, Jesus! Is it not? It says I'm live. I made meatballs. I'm pretty sure we did. I have it somewhere. Were we at 637 or did I not write something? Yeah. I'm just wondering if I have the right amount right now. Yeah, okay. Well, while we wait for Stella, I'm gonna go take a quick piss. You right. We can't be friends anymore. Terrible things. No, it isn't. Did you misread the time or something? Why you dare write you hate cheesecake on my stream? You really don't want to be my friend anymore. Hi, Soul. Somebody recap, for the love of God. Yeah, there was one dude who thought his 6 was his 6. Uh-huh. Tevinta. Damn. Fudge? Where? Rolling fudge? Wow. Wow. You sure? It was a fun time for the drummer. That's what I was saying. Oh, fancy. Hmm.
The first, let's say, leg of the journey, the first half of the journey. What does everyone do?
Um, After looking around the ship, I kind of started eyeing your bot. That's what I've been doing.
I pretty much actually I would yeah I know I showed them around my plan. I tell them like yeah, I mean there's plenty of room here. You guys probably have everybody gets their own room.
Oh, really?
Their own little space. I mean my man's not here anymore.
I remember what happened last session. I remember what happened to you and like Bonnie. That was right in that moment.
Well no. She there was no attempt to actually trying to beat you up. She more
Yeah,
just
no. She's releasing the tension. I figured as much. It's huge. He's working my man. He's looking forward to the moment. Oh man, I remember that. So what's next for you?
well, she's done enough for each member of my band, including myself. So lead guitarist, singer, and then drummer, bassist, and then I think I had a keyboardist and I had a room for a keyboardist put in, but the keyboardist quit. So
Keyboard
there
cat?
is a room. Yeah.
Keyboard cat.
Oh yeah. There's like pianos just scattered throughout it. Um, but there's rooms, and I think I would have had a. I definitely would have had another like smaller scale gym put in with just like at your like the regular workout equipment. Tried to tell them like, hey, I'd like a boxing ring put in, but they said no. And then I insisted and offered them whatever money they wanted, and they still said no. This thing couldn't do it unless I wanted to add on more to the ship itself. So I just said, fuck ever. I'll just take all the regular workout stuff. So there's that.
How are the bats?
The what?
The bats.
The bats.
Recycled shower water. The balls.
Yeah. I think everybody has their own like showers and stuff in their room.
Oh, fancy.
Clearly not measured by the picture.
That's all I really care about. Efficiency has never been money.
Plus, this is a luxury free. So, we're not about efficiency here.
Well, yeah.
Those were additions made after the complicated.
50.
So she's like accessing level 5 workouts. Oh, that's like that.
Never skip like that.
And essentially, go ahead and roll D50. Then a D25. So the workout routine, it's lower, it's going to be thighs. I don't want to say lower thighs, but essentially thighs. And it's 31 reps worth of 10 squats.
They keep that butt in shape for all your boyfriends.
And yeah. So that's your workout routine for that time. Anyone else? There's like 3 weeks, no, 4 weeks where you travel.
4 weeks? Hell yeah, boy! Okay, I kind of like look at your butt carefully and I go like, want to check out my room? And I just like subtly start walking away or something, and I just motioned him to follow me. Christmas.
I mean, you guys, that was a hate fuck.
Charisma, what the fuck is persuasion and I know, I do. These are you.
It's okay. -1 charisma is just fine. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, it's actually the sweet spot. What? -1, she was crit. I told you. What the fuck did I say? Negative, yeah, that's still a crit. He's like, hell yeah.
Absolute no.
Would you like to see my room? I'm already in it. Already in
Oh my god, this is escalating. I mean, you gave me 4 weeks on a ship. I gotta do something about it.
He's taking advantage of the situation. He's going all in with that for the first week. Else. Week 1.
Well, I will probably be flirting with the ship.
Oh my.
And probably try and upgrade the ship or anything that's damaged. Trying to fix it. I cannot leave anything. I cannot leave anything untouched.
Most of the damage sustained has been from within the ship. It's mostly just like some of the doors don't work, some of the sliding doors don't work because they're heavily dented here and there. It's minor, it's miscellaneous things like that.
I have
Dude, that's unlucky.
Yeah, I rolled bad.
Those dents are really in deep. I got them with one of my guitars.
It's gonna take you at least the entire trip to fix these.
Well, you're on fire.
Me or Jennifer. Yeah, it's gonna take you the entire trip to get these done.
What savage person did this to you?
My captain, of course.
And then I walk by, you see me walk by, and then like give beside the ship a little pet. You go, that's right, sweetie. She likes how I. She likes. She knows she likes it.
I was programmed. I was programmed with my captain.
We won't blink, but whatever floats your boat.
A lot of things.
No judgment here. Great wheel.
Yep. Mostly working on my new album, playing in my recording my studio, and been working out a little bit. And I'm like, I might also keep up with what everybody else is doing too. Like, just check in, see if everybody does it.
Oh, I don't know if you want to check up on me.
Well, no, I can smell what you're doing. Yeah, this is.
It smells like alcohol. It's pretty stank. Pretty stank,
Jesus Christ.
to say the least. So you're out.
Oh, Lord, help. The cringe.
I'm like, I'm back in the gym, and I'm fucking sweating up a storm. I can feel your stain.
Oh. Jesus.
I'm like, God damn, is it the mating season in here? Holy shit.
Kira may be in heat. It's too late. It'll be too late by then.
Yeah, it's no wonder they've both been locked up in there for 4 weeks.
That's just for 1 week yet, bro. That's just 1 week.
Yeah, I feel like Jennifer would be popping in and out into refreshments.
To who?
You and
I just look at her like, I guess.
It isn't dehydrate myself. Serious intercourse.
dehydrate yourself, but I need you. Intercourse. Lie in the bed. Continue intercourse exercise.
Oh, that's cool.
Bottles with a wonderful tray appears from the wall.
A condom. I feel like that's too late for that. Nah, she wouldn't know, but yeah, I guess. Whatever. I just say thank you, Janissa, and I awkwardly grab the shit and bring it to the bed.
When you're like, hey, mix it up. I got a condom here. I know you've been riding me raw for 3 weeks, but how about
No, it hasn't even been a week yet.
There's no good to shut the barn door after the horses already got out.
I mean, I look at Yerba and I'm like, do you want to use it? I guess I just gotta throw it as. Alright, I just throw the shit aside and we keep going.
He was a bitch.
Oh my god.
There was one point where somebody comes by at one point where I got a panel off of the wall, and I'll screech and cover myself and try and cover the wall. What are you doing, pervert?
I don't know either. I just heard pervert. Jesus.
Understand, and I don't think I want to.
God. Whatever.
Take it easy now, man. Make it much simpler. It's gonna be the cool down thing.
I should level up acrobatics with this week. Dehe. Who? I'm out of the room right now. The week is over. I cleaned my bed sheets and all, you know? Don't ask me what I've been up to. I'm gonna give you the worst excuse ever.
You are no. You walk up to her, you say, "Hey, Kyria, what's up? How you been?"
No, we've been sparing and you know, just talking strategies about Laurentiis and stuff.
Yeah, I think I heard some of those strategies. I think they went something like, fuck yeah. Yes,
Ah, what the fuck? Oh, he's what? You can see Kira's fur kind of like, you know, when the cat does like this whoosh thing where they like it puffs up and all that jazz. And I just like my eyes open wide open and I'm like, oh.
But don't get me wrong. Everybody here is perfectly cool. Believe me, things have gotten pretty nasty in this shit. And she sits there, she says, in fact, that reminds me, I have reached many corners.
Yes, Queen has indeed unsavory sources from within the relationships.
Ah, what was that doing there? I kind of like I kind of just eyed Tavina and raised a bro like, really?
Yeah, Savita looks back and she's saying, oh, yeah. This one bitch by the name of, I think her name is Katie, and she had a weird fetish for really tight spaces.
I believe her name was Jennifer comes in. It's like, I believe her name was Katie Lilith. Without the spider race,
That got weird. She was a fan to me, the shrimp wrestling.
That's cool. I just want to ask, how much closer is Kyria to Yervat right now?
Very much. Hey, what's your social link?
his name, as it was a flat zero at the start of this, jumped to a 25, jumped to a 50. I'd say right now it's about 50.
Huh. The balance is on my side by 1 point. Lightning bolt. What the fuck, dude?
Just fuck it.
I guess I'm just gonna like look at Yervat and ask him if he wanted to do something, or I don't know, like, you know, something like whatever, like get to know each other, I guess. Shut up! I kind of look your way, grab the earbud's arm, and be like, "Oh, we got places to be," and I just, you know. Oh. Yeah. There. What? How comfortable am I? How comfortable is your butt with me right now, and like how easy is it to talk with him? Huh? A D5. Mm-hmm.
He's trying to make small talk, but conversations usually evolve into, yeah, I was, that's nice. I was sent as beat by my female family members.
Oh.
It was dark elf shit, you know?
Yeah. Dark.
And essentially he's just talking about his dark elf society, which is, aside from the matriarchal desires, is very low for men are usually
Oh, so I give him power over me. That's how this is gonna go. Yeah. Yep. So now we're gonna go back to my room. No, we're gonna go to his room and we gonna experiment. That's what we want. I want him to be to unleash his inner beast. Intelligence.
You touch my tits. I shouldn't have to grab your hands to touch my tits.
No! Not the intelligence. Oh? What? Should I what? BDSM? I mean, if you want. I mean, I'm gonna tell him to start not too rough at the beginning. I kind of okay. I'm just gonna look at him with my eyes open, and I'm just gonna be like, don't you think that's a bit too fast, too much? Yeah, too extreme. We can try something softer first. Do you enjoy that?
It's kind of let's wait and see.
Awkward. Oh. Well, if you use something that's not too rough, I'll let you whip me.
Maybe this actually will rather than trying it on me.
Just stands there awkwardly with a whip. You just gotta text me, and you're like, fucking harder!
I'm not gonna scream at him. I'm trying to make him take back his masculinity. Oh god. What? Oh my god, I cannot take this anymore. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my god! Stop it! Now I'm about to choke on my cheese. Oh, Jesus. No, I can't take this. No, yeah, can't take it. I can't take this anymore. Oh. Whew.
Beside that, trails experimentation.
Ooh, ooh, Stop! Stop it! Fucking stop it! Oh, oh, oh. Oh Jesus! Can we stop? Can we stop with the computer sex? Oh.
Christian game. Christian only game. Yeah, besides what I'm doing, I'm just having like a hard jerk off sesh. Everybody's just doing something.
So you might want to take it easy.
Way ahead of you.
Wrath is so innocent.
Yeah, she just puts in like the keypad, like human workout, some fucking basic shit. Just give me something to work off some tension.
Cold shower.
Yeah, and make sure ice cold.
Yeah. So, fourth week comes by,
Mhm.
and what is everyone doing for the fourth and final week?
Still repairing. Wonder why nobody thinks it's weird that I'm banging the ship. 'Cause that's like
I
that's
just
like
think
living inside of a woman.
I just think that everyone decides to casually ignore it.
This is disturbing, and I don't know why I have a boner.
Something is happening here.
Stop trying to integrate with it. God damn it.
Beautiful.
Do I get another roll for trying to fix the ship, or is that it?
And that's it.
I try to call Janessa, and I'd go to even pushing the button to call her manually, and then just a puff of smoke comes out.
You see that on the screen. It says currently occupied.
Damn it.
Annual inputs only.
Input occupied.
Oh my god. I see that whisper.
And then I say, good for you. It's been a while.
I realized I muted the Discord audio on my stream by accident.
Oh no.
So I had to do a shadow replay.
Alright, cool.
We almost lost that bit, that golden bit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah, I just go back to working on my album and checking in with everybody else, seeing how it's going.
Right. You.
What's that?
I'm looking to Kyria this time. What are you doing for the fourth and final week, Kyria?
For the week 4, let's see my progress with your bot. What's my progress at?
Currently, your progress is a 50. If you had a 55, you need to roll a d10.
A D10. Alright. No.
Oh,
Sorry.
Didn't get very far, so 57.
he still blushes when he holds the whip himself.
Ooh, can I convert Jennifer
I guess.
to my religion?
I guess for
Oh.
this week, I'm still gonna be experimenting with him and maybe going a bit deeper.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Right. For you, Queen, is a VI very similar to that of a human, to an actual true artificial intelligence. However, she does have pre-programmed imperatives that prevent her from any religious acts.
Yep.
I'm not talking about her programming. I'm talking about her spirit.
Like I said, yes, her spirit prevents her from joining religions.
I am a coffee maker. Would you like to join my religion?
Have you heard about God? Here's your espresso.
Oh yeah, like it'd have like those little funny designs on it, but it'd be like the little gear universe picture. That'd be
Mhm.
Right.
too much fun.
So, aside from that, aside from you trying to convert her, which is you're essentially talking to a wall in that case,
Fixing walls.
yeah, you continue finishing up the walls. So far, it's about 95% done. You just need to spend the rest of the week, because so far that everyone has noticed over the 4 weeks that you've traveled, the interior, the corridors, the walls, the doors, even some of the rooms that have been unoccupied this entire time have been tidied up by Queen's maid-like hands.
You see just tons of bugs and giant robotic beetles and shit climbing across the walls and welding and whatnot.
Just like a regular day at home.
Yeah.
In either case, the end of week 4 comes, and you jump out of hyperspace of Duroc. Duroc is a desert world of sorts. You can definitely tell from the on screen. If you go into the bridge, you see that Janessa has in fact have a on screen representation of the planet Duroc. Duroc is a civilized desert world, the Larendi Imperium. However, its inhabitants vowed against the Imperium, but its Imperial forces have yet.
You got cut off there.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Imperial
Said-
forces are not yet what?
Came to this world.
Okay.
Have I been
So
on
you got a
that
good
planet
start.
before?
Well, it's actually one of the many kind of outlier worlds. Technically involved with the Imperium, but the Imperium says they are because of territorial disputes.
Uh-huh.
So it's one of those few systems that you have not been to. One of those few worlds you have not been to.
Alright. While I'm at it, what should I roll for my progress? Spend another week.
What?
Another D10.
Another D10. Oh, fuck you, game.
Oh no.
58.
This is getting weird.
Is that out of 100? Huh?
What?
Is that number out of 100?
No, it's adding on to it. Currently, your bar is at 58.
Okay, cool.
So, there's that. As I was saying, Irvoth makes it a point to make sure that this world is one of the few worlds that are a part of a rebellion of sorts. He did hear about several worlds under the influence known as the Third Core. And the Third Core has been making leaps and bounds to try and enough manpower and resources to fight against the Imperium in a civil war. Though, as to the reason why Irvoth knows this, he does not say.
Yeah, Tavina would say to Janessa, what are we looking at in terms of population? We got a number?
Population number 5 million.
5 million. Whew.
Pretty sizable stadium. All right.
So many potential converts.
Take it easy for now. Let's do what we came here to do originally.
Let's see if Janessa knows if there's any members of the Orders of Vault on that planet. Is there a way?
Scanning for possible profiles. Go ahead and roll me 20. Okay. Good. 4 possible profiles matching description.
I kind of smirk.
4 faces, 4 mugshots, much like 4 headshots, I guess. 4 headshots of 4 female Order of Loth.
4 members.
Any of them have an eye patch?
Yes, one of them does.
Maybe save that one.
Wait, quick question. This is the order. This order is related to the people that killed the majority of Curious.
Yes, the Order of Loth are the ones responsible for the genocide on Kyria's world.
Okay. Sounds like we're about to kick some ass.
Hey, our primary objective isn't necessarily to get them. The idea is to play this concert and hopefully convert other people to the good side.
Exactly. See, he
Would
understands
much-
me.
Would much
He-
rather avoid any conflict.
Rathalos understands me. We must convert them away from the dark goddess.
No
Onto the
gods
arc.
or goddesses, simply morality.
Got you, the great machina. You are absolutely correct. They must follow their true purpose. You are a very brilliant dragon. Matokai.
Yes, it's all right, but that's not our main objective. Just wanna
Sorry,
get
all
this
you
over with.
biologicals look the same.
Yeah. Point is, we're here to rock out. Optionally, with some of our cocks out, if you get what I mean. Point is,
Please keep
We're
your
here.
plugs to yourself.
Tier 1 to talk. Point is, we're here to get some new fans, essentially. And
Yes, converts.
she just shakes her head, doesn't even acknowledge it. And yeah, so all right, so essentially, so one good thing about a rebellion and punk rock is that they go together like peanut butter and chocolate. I found. Well, just gotta get them. Just gotta get a few songs in their head.
But of course. I know a great hymn.
My songs.
You're very selfish.
Well, the both of them are arguing about music and religion. I kind of look at Yervon and I ask him if will it bother you if I kill these 4 females if I have to?
As you look at him and you ask that question, you see him staring at the 4 profiles, and he has his arms crossed, and he seems that his eyes are narrowed at them. He's just like, he's pretty much deep in thought until you break his train of thought. He's just like, oh, what? Oh, I wouldn't be bothered by them. They are pretty low level in terms of their involvement in the Order of Loth.
So I guess they have nothing to do with the extermination of my planet.
Possibly.
That's too bad.
We're not here to kill anyone.
Hey, I will do what I need to do.
He looks over at the 4 of them. He's like, by the way, you know what we came here for. The worst will be off if the Imperium catches us.
How are you going to smuggle Valnine on this planet? And I look at Tavina.
Well, they're a part of a rebellion, right? I would imagine these people necessarily hate your kind like the others, like the Imperium does.
Earval throws up her hands like, I've got to go make a few calls. I'll be right back.
Alright. Get back soon. We're about to head out. Need you.
Gods.
But yeah, one good thing would be to talk to, if this whole system is run by the rebellion, then to get to the head and see if I can arrange something. If I can get the wheels turning for my little thing going.
Sounds like a good idea.
Do you need a
I just raise my brow suspiciously. I am suspicious.
do you need an entourage?
That's why you guys are here, right? Would have invited you otherwise.
Very good. I will be your spiritual advisor.
Fantastic.
Can I... I kind of really want to roll stealth and go see what Yervad is calling.
I mean, go ahead.
You can.
Tavina would look to you with your obvious suspicious look on your face. And then say, something bothering you, kitty cat? What's up? You want to go do something before we head out?
Why would he be calling as we go down to this planet?
Ex-girlfriend?
God! I just look at you and give you like this glare like, really, my dude?
She'll just smile right at you.
I'm gonna
No emotion.
Ah!
Perhaps he has another mate here.
Well, Wefs has to roll.
That's not a very good stealth.
Wef has to roll against it, I believe.
I mean, are you trying to stealth away from us or to get to
No,
him?
To get to him and try to listen into this
Okay.
conversation.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
So what happens here?
He's standing in like the hall, kind of further down away from the bridge door, and we see Kira kind of sneak up as he's making a call. He hears your footsteps. He looks over your shoulder and he's like,
He's like,
Being
what?
jealous.
what are you doing? And he turns to you.
I just look at him like, the only thing I say is kind of something like, no matter how you put it, it looks suspicious when you leave at that kind of moment.
You're right, it does look suspicious. It's for the best that I make these calls.
I kind of just squint and look at him.
Not when you make planetfall.
What?
That's what I figured. He's calling some people he knows, so we don't immediately get targeted the second we leave the ship.
So I just say something like, well, I'm gonna trust you on this one, and I'm just gonna like give him a pat on the back and just walk away.
And he goes off to make his calls. Yeah. What else? Anything else?
No, Javina just says, yeah, so everybody just stick close, as usual, and I'll handle all the talking.
What's the planet name?
And
again?
along with...
Durock.
What's that? No.
What?
Durock.
Durock? That's a... Okay. Cool.
Durock. Yes.
Du hast.
Niche.
Stop it. Oh, I still
Uh, Janessa makes the final preparations for planetfall. There is a planetary space station, and it's about maybe a 5 to 10 minute drop. You know, he has to do the re-entry and all that, and essentially you land in the station, which is very ornately built. You know, it looks very fancy for elves for the most part. See, there's like, what do you call it? What's the kind of glass in churches? What's one of those?
Stained glass.
Yeah.
Those, like the fractal kind, like you have all the little pieces and whatnot.
Yeah, I think
Stained
it's
glass.
You have the stained glass windows, kind of refracting light from within. You know, it's a very bright and hot planet, so this place is almost nearly dimly lit. Faint rays of light are kind of shining through the windows, and you see thousands, if not Lorendi, moving to and fro. Not a convoy, but more like a group of armored security guards comes up to the ship. Obviously, it's obviously not a Lorendi ship, so they're pretty suspicious that a non-Lorendi
Black.
ship. No, they're pretty suspicious. Kind of dies when Irvoth steps out. They kind of relax themselves, and he kind of holds up a hand. It's like, I'm here. You kind of file out. He's like, Vina, who's the first one to come down, he's like, just stick with me, all right? Just follow my lead, all right?
You got it.
These are my captives.
Yep. Been prisoner for a little while now, looking to stretch my legs. It's pretty hot here, looking to maybe get a tan.
File them from the conclave. Alleluia, as one says. One of the security guards, the leader of the security guards here, widens his eyes a bit and then narrows his eyes and looks at the five of you, and then the security guards and gestures for them to move along. Security guards move along. They look at each other and they're like, "All right, cool." Eventually, though, those security guards that they kind of pushed away go off into the station proper, and the helmet comes off of the security guard, and it is the following.
The following.
Pages the what?
Think of this. I don't see anything.
Who that?
Ooh.
She's
Yeah,
like,
she-
well, she's like, long time no see, Vothy boy. And he kind of sighs. He's like, yeah, long time no see.
Called it.
How's she looking at him?
She gives him more of a disgusted, frustrated look.
Oh, okay, I can give her a disgusted look too. You fucking off blind bitch.
I have a helmet on, so.
I say, yeah, Tavina. Tavina puts her hand, Tavina says, "Oh Jesus Christ." Okay.
What kind of problem?
No,
Don't stare at her eye.
no. Tavina puts out her. She puts out her hand and she says, "Happy to meet you." And then she notices the disgusted look, and then looks back at gives just a glance back at Irvoth and says, gives a smirk, and then says, "Friends?" seeing.
Squad mates.
Ah,
And she's like, I was conscripted into the Imperial Army by force, of course, and happy of the experience.
what was her name?
Who would be?
There hasn't told you your name yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they exchanged names.
Nope.
Okay,
Not
when
yet.
when she said that. Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, she says. She says, "Well, I'm Tavina. I'd make the joke about whether or not you've heard of me, but Irvoth here has made it pretty obvious that most around here more than likely would not have. But Tavina Knox, I'm a musician in the inner core worlds."
I've heard of you, yeah.
Oh, fantastic! And that'll make things a tiny bit easier. I am essentially looking to spread my wings a little bit farther, as one would say. The Lorendi are a race who's, well, never really
Music
been.
tastes, yeah, whose music tastes aren't that progressive, one would say.
No. But Irvoth told me of a number of rebellious folk who might like to enjoy a little bit of something harder and a little bit some of a harder edge that could maybe inspire some.
Well, she's like, well, you, as she gestures around, like, well, you came to the right place. We here on Durock aren't too keen on Imperial music. We try to find whatever we can outside of the Imperium. Just had like a few postmodern DJs play at the stadium over in Kyrak. It was quite something.
Oh, damn. All right, this might be easier than I thought. And then she'd say, "Oh yeah, I'm looking to maybe get a little concert going here. You guys work out dates or anything like that, or should I just got a stage or something somewhere? Or maybe I could get something going with some people."
Oh, if you're looking to play, follow me. I'm just a guy.
Fantastic.
Oh, by the way, name's Shiva.
Shiva.
Yeah. Most people call me the goddess of destruction, but, you know, that's semantics.
Where does
nice.
that title come from?
I like it.
She looks over. She looks
Seen
over
that
at
a few
the,
boys.
She looks over at the Matukai and she's like, "Oh, you know, laid waste to civil armies, war crimes, you know, the usual."
Fascinating. Oh. Certainly have to ask you later.
She gives you a thumbs up at that, and they keep walking. And as you guys are walking along, you start to realize that it's again, like it's almost near dim light, so it's kind of hard to walk. But you can see that Shiva is kind of lighting the way for the most part. Go through and you look around. Every shop that you see is Lorendi oriented. There's a few xenospecies or xenophilic shops, such as a bodega here and there for other species. The shops in the station are Lorendi oriented, and you do see people giving you Lorendis, giving you the stink eye here and there. It's like, who are these people? You kind of back off because of Irvoth. You can see that when you look around at people and you look at Irvoth, he seems to have an air of authority here.
I kind of just like nudge him with my elbow, and I'm like, "Ain't you? How do you say that? English is so hard. Something along the lines of, "Ain't you a big shot here, huh?" And then I kind of look around, showing that everyone is kind of scared of him. I won't approach.
It's like, he chuckles at that. He's like, "Well, I did come from the inner core. The from the inner core are different from the outer core."
Ah.
They usually carry with them an entourage of people. You all is like, you could be considered scary people, I guess.
Yes, I wouldn't doubt it.
I
With
kind
my
of
bulky
just.
appearance and
I
then
kind
Queen
of
over here.
just smirk at his remark.
Excuse me.
What?
I have upgraded my frame.
You notice. By the way,
Recognized.
I have a bit more sway here than I would in the inner core.
Ah. Ain't
So
that
they-
nice for us?
I guess so. Keeps walking. And he's like, either way. Just continues to shrug. And as Shiva kind of comes around a corner, you kind of come to the front doors, which is kind of slide open doors, and it kind of reveals the bright light of the desert here. Pretty much the city that the station's in is essentially Las Vegas in its kind of its structure. You know, you have tall, high-rise building. You have different versions of attractions here and there. You have like miniature scales of various landmarks within the galaxy. Essentially, it's Las Vegas.
Damn.
And when you step out into the sun, Shiva's like, "For you, it'll take you to our headquarters." Yeah.
Sounds good to me then. Appreciate the help.
Anytime, just don't get shut up. Last thing I want is to clean up dead bodies.
Yes, we do not intend to cause any harm, of course.
Do not worry, I can collect your soul and you can continue to join us.
Right. Catch
Come
y'all
on,
later.
to be. Let's go. Jesus.
Catch y'all later. As she walks back inside.
As she walks back, Tavina just gives like a little, that look back, that little glance look back
Mm-hmm.
as she's walking away, then gives like a, then turns around.
Yeah, so you guys enter the truck. There's a Lorendi chauffeur in the truck. He seems to be very gruff for his frame, like he's very built. Definitely not your typical Lorendi. He's like, Shiva. Erebos like, yes. Take us to the headquarters. Just drive along a kind of designed route for like grav vehicles, and this is a grav truck, by the way. So the truck kind of hovers up, kind of veers off into the sky for a moment before leveling out into a kind of designed Star Wars like the grav cars or all the ships / grav cars kind of flying in one direction.
Giggity, I could drive that.
Same. If it's a truck.
Sure. And y'all kind of sitting in the back with Iravov sitting in the front, and he's like, what are you guys doing specifically? Right, that's what I wanted to say.
We're looking around the area as best we can.
I'm keeping my eyes open and watching out for threats.
Right. Essentially, like I said before, this place is So there's a lot of attractions everywhere. It's definitely a pleasure city that you can tell. You can definitely tell there's casinos, there's even brothels, there's even host clubs, clubs in general, strip clubs. You know, you name it, probably there.
Smells like home.
Oh,
Though, Tavina, you do spot your eyes on a very, very lavish-looking stadium.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
pretty
It's, uh,
unrelated, but we've been on this trip for a month already, right?
Yes.
When am I gonna start noticing this pregnancy since it's not as long as a human one?
Right now, you got a food baby.
When did I say?
You said like 7 months or something?
You said 25% less than a normal human's pregnancy. That's
Yeah,
what you said.
29 to 30 weeks. I'd say you start feeling the effects about 10 weeks in.
Alright.
Okay.
So 2 months and a half.
Yeah, so you eventually get to like a high rise. Truck kind of comes to a stop, like at a story, maybe like 5 to 50 stories up. Comes like a little dock area, and he's like, "This is your stop." Irvoth gets out, comes onto the pad. Everyone else kind of piles out onto the pad, and the truck kind of flies off. And he's like, "Well, here we are."
Thank you for the ride. As I say to the truck.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, appreciate it. She would, Tavina would say, and then would then say, "All right." So, well, and then she turned to the rest of them. She'd say, "So they've had concerts here. They've got their own little nice big stadium here. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna need to do much convincing. Just arrange it."
And you guys are talking as you walk inside. And if you walk inside, there's a shit ton of different memorabilia from different artists that have played here. Notice that there's DJs, acoustic bands, of various genres, all kind of lit up this wall here of this corridor before Irvoth takes a left, like near almost golden double doors. Like you can tell it's not really golden, but it's like fake gold, fool's gold essentially. But you can definitely tell that this is someone very powerful within the music industry here.
Do I see on any of those things on the wall? Do I see any rock music or any type of music that's related to mine, or is it mostly DJs and a few acoustics?
It's been mostly new age music,
Okay.
electronica, bass, house, liquid house, D&B, drum and bass. You have all these different artists from the electronic scene pretty much lining most of the walls. Acoustics there are really kind of boils down to like the country, even some Spaniard in there too. Bossa Nova, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You don't really see any rock or punk rock or any sort of rock subgenre in there.
We're about to turn this world on its head.
Something just hit me.
Mm.
As I was like looking around, something just hit me. I don't know how old your bot is.
Well, I mean,
I assume old enough.
yeah.
I mean, he was a soldier, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
He broke his shoulder, so.
you did break his shoulder
And he's okay. It's
for
old
the
enough.
most part.
I mean, I still don't know his age.
Are those sirens in the background?
I thought I heard a train.
Jesus.
What are you talking about?
I'm also confused.
Oh, no, just a joke.
Either way.
Oh, I get it.
Kira's 20 years old.
I'd say Erebov's like 21, 22.
Really?
Perfect.
Ah, chill.
Yeah, he's a youngin. He's a
I
youngin.
mean, how old is that for his race?
He reached maturity, he reached adulthood around 20, 25, and they can live up to 400 years.
400?
So he's still a bab.
Jeez, he's a bab.
He's a bab.
Yeah, they reach they reach adulthood around 20, 25. Definitely different from your typical elf, which reaches the age of maturity at 110.
They're a little slow.
There it is.
But either way. Either way. Irvoth kind of push opens the doors. And there is a nice lava lamp-esque table or desk of like a lava-like kind of floor panel where if you step on it, the lava separates like the little globs of shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, kind of separated when you step, kind of push it away here and there. Yes, but it's like a lava. It's like a, what do you call it? It's a waterbed.
Yeah.
Oh, with lava?
Not actual lava. It's like the shit you find in a lava lamp.
Oh, okay.
And has a very 80s-esque overtone to his office.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, she does. She'd give like a little whistle and then she'd say, "Flashy, my kind of guy."
Indeed. Very interesting looking Balar. Flips around and it's like he spins around in his swivel chair and he's just like, "I'm sure you've had a rather rough journey, I assume."
Yeah, she just kind of gives like a little start, like a little, like her eyes just go wide for a second. And she goes, "Yeah, it's well, I mean, all things considered, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Definitely, that's not the first time I've been to the Outer Rim, but we made it here relatively unscathed."
The architect guides our way. We must fulfill his purpose.
But
This is what the Balar looks like, by the way.
It seems our purpose is to bring music to the people.
Oh my, this guy looks weird.
Oh, it's one of those.
yeah, she'd say, "But you got me at a disadvantage, Mister." And she'd look around. Does he have like a desk in front of him, or is it just like a chair, or
Like a lava-like desk in front of him.
does it have a name tag on it?
No, it does not.
Yeah. Since she, she'd say that she'd go, "Mister."
Call me Casanova.
Casanova.
Oh my. One of Queen's tentacles is kind of fanning herself.
Yeah. She'd say, I dig it. Well, Nova, Mr. Nova. And are there chairs or anything resembling chairs laid out anywhere, or is it just
Chairs arise from the floor.
yeah? Tavina would walk up and just casually like sit down and cross a leg, and she'd say, "So, name's Tavina. Don't know if you've heard of me. I know one of you has, but I'm
Oh, Tavina, was it? Yes.
yes, yeah. I'm a musician from the inner core worlds.
Oh,
I do
nice.
more traditional type music."
And he kind of leans forward a bit and he's like, I've heard so much about you. I'm deeply sorry for what happened the last time you paid a visit to the Imperial. Imperial rats out there in the inner core are not too privy on your type of music.
You could say that. Absolutely. We're too keen on it at first. I mean, I didn't really even get a chance to get my set started, but they made the point clear.
Well, I, for one, am the CEO of this company who handles pretty much the music that comes through my planet. Well, and seeing as our planet, Durock, of course, is a bit of a cultural center within the outer core, it is greatest pleasure to see to it that you get the proper needed for
motive.
your performance.
Yeah. Yeah, Tavina acts jazzed about it, and she's like, "Oh, well, awesome! Really happy to hear it." But I would also, she's not saying this text; she just says that. But one thing I do want to do with him saying it like this, she'd say, or how would I be able to see how genuine? Tell
Yeah,
how genuine this person is right now
Yeah.
about all of this.
Inside.
I would also like to do that because I'm there, and it's my job to be the spiritual advisor.
Insight.
Okay.
Ooh, that's my good one. Boop.
Okay. What are you rolling for?
I only tapped that once, but I don't know why I did it again. Insight.
Oh, okay.
I call upon the architect. Open my eyes. I think a 25 is good.
No.
Oh yeah, we good.
Yeah.
We good.
What's the 1d4?
I have a cantrip called Ability Boost. Every time I use it before I do a skill check, I get to roll an extra D4 and add it to anything I roll. As long as this, pretty much, I get a D4 to any skill check I do.
Oh, sick.
Yes, I can also do it to anybody else. So if anybody goes to do a skill check, let me know, and I will give you an extra D4 to do it. I can do that as much as I want.
All right.
Spiritual advisor. Boy.
Hmm.
Hey, joining my religion has its perks.
Oh, you definitely know he's full of shit. You can definitely tell that he seems to be leading you on. with both your insights, you could definitely see that there's a wicked smile behind his his quote unquote genuine smile.
Tavinta, I do not believe he is being forthright with us.
Are you whispering this to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just kind of like
Um,
leaning down and kind of whispering in your ear.
Yeah, she'd you do that, and then she'd like turn your way, and she'd go, yeah, yeah. He's I thought I. Yeah, I'm not. I'm seeing a lot more slime than just like all over the place than just on the floor right here. She'd whisper to him. Yeah, I can tell. Um,
This is your show. What do you want to do?
play it cool for now. We're not really in a position currently to well, I mean, calling him out's not going to do anything other than make him enforce it.
Ask him what he gets out of this deal. Money?
Right. Yeah, she'd say, but she'd follow it up. She'd say, "Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear." She'd shake her head, kind of in disbelief, and she'd say, "Man, and here I thought it was going to be just, well, maybe not as hard as it was with the Imperium, but definitely the actual arduous journey would start once I hit landfall. But it's good to hear. Though it is curious. You seem, well, quite excited. Almost, I mean, other than the financial benefits of putting on for a celebrity such as myself. What are the? I imagine you get some nice little kickbacks, some perks. What are you getting out of this? Out of putting me on out there?
Other than the economic gains from having one of the biggest artists within the galaxy at my stadium, I might get a few deals here and there for you to get signed.
Really?
Yes, the Imperium, especially the Outer Core, is very, very keen on exploring our musical tastes that pretty much span the entire galaxy.
I feel like he's trying to kidnap you.
Oh my god.
Tavina just kind of smirks and says, "Yeah,
One thing
So-
soils this whole deal.
oh,
I heard from a little mechanical bird on my shoulder for someone who could help you with one of the crucibles the Imperium found. The Millennium Drive?
yeah." And then Tavina just kind of stares at him for a second, and then she just kind of chuckles. She just says, and leans back into it. She goes, "I see. All right. So let's just cut right to it then. You don't give a fuck about my music."
Guilty as charged.
What do you want?
I want some of the Saurian.
For your rebellion, I imagine.
Yes, for my rebellion. If we have some of the thorium, we can power some of our ships, and we can probably take the advantage or take the inner core by surprise. Bit of thorium to power one of our own deadly super weapons. He does air quotes at that.
Mm-hmm. So, you help me get this drive. I give you some thorium.
Well, look at you, the smart one.
You know, it's funny you say that. I don't think... Normally they don't talk about my smarts unless they're on their knees in front of me.
Ooh. Well, I have nothing to say to that.
Joking aside, though, I do actually want to play here, believe it or not.
I'm sure. Well, I'm not opposed to it.
But yes, we can... I suppose we can work something out.
I'm sure we can.
All right. And she stands up and she says, I'll, I suppose you'll, let me know when you've got it, something down for, tracking, for, finding this thing. You've got my, lead for finding this thing.
I'll send a representative when you go to perform.
Great.
You
Well-
should be there by tonight. I've already arranged for you to perform tonight.
Great. Well, I would say pleasure doing business with you, but we both know that business rarely ends up being a pleasure.
Business is business. What can we say?
Right. And she turns away and she says, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here."
Queen will bow and then follow you out.
Erval follows you out as well.
I follow you out too, I guess.
Okay. As does Rathos, I assume. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
Rear guard.
But yeah, eventually Erval's like, I know a place we can stay for the day.
Cool.
Just didn't expect this.
No, was hoping to, lay it on you guys before the, actually, rewind that. Yeah, I was hoping to lay it on you guys at least after the show, but seems somebody was already ahead of us there. Yeah, not just here to play. Here for
Casanova, the thing is like Casanova isn't always on the ball when it comes to that, something like that.
Yeah, so, what, he's got somebody on the inside? Somebody tailing me?
I guess. I wouldn't know who.
And she just shrugs. She says, "Nothing else we can do but keep our eyes open." And then she looks to Kiri and she says, "I know you've been doing that. You haven't been seeing anybody suspicious around us other than, the occasional dead eye stink eye from the locals, have you?"
It's pretty hard to know because I don't know if you were aware, but Lorendis are pretty bad spies. So yeah, I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary, but like people eyeing us weird. I guess I could try to keep an eye out for the spy following you or something.
Yeah. That
Either way,
that'll be a good idea.
like essentially kind of transitions over to a apartment that has been upper middle class. You know, it's very well kept, high end. You know, it's not like your apartment, Davina, but it's less like that. There's not like a whole entire floor just dedicated to you. It's more like it's dedicated to this man. So it's
So we're
pretty big,
slimming
but
it
not
today.
he's slim here. But he's like, oh, this is one of my many homes, I guess.
Yeah, she nods. She says, she shrugs. She says, "Cozy enough."
Yeah, it's like make yourselves at home.
And I look at Yervon and I'm like, where's your room?
He points down the hallway. 4th door on your left.
I go check it out.
Sure.
Yeah. Davina would want to make a call.
I also look for the alcohol.
Okay then. We'll start with Davina and your call. Who are you calling?
Ghostbusters.
Right.
Couldn't help it.
I know. You never can. Yeah, actually, I've got a couple calls to make. First call would be to Serene.
Right. It's a few second delay, but she picks up.
Hey, been a little bit.
He's like, what's going on, Knox?
Well, I just found out that we have a third set of eyes on us at the moment. Actually, then she recounts, she goes, make that 4 sets of eyes on us right now, counting the Grey Watcher. God, what was the name of the guy I gave you? The dude I give the shit to?
Aiden.
Aiden, and now a mysterious third party who somehow knew my intentions coming here before I got here.
And you're calling me because? Do you suspect me as being the one who knows who blew the whistle, so to speak?
Yeah, she chuckles. Like, she actually gives a belly laugh, and then she goes, absolutely not. But I thought I would tell you just so you could maybe check things out locally. Maybe check around and see if, well, see if you find anything out. Snuff anything out. If it's more than one, if it's someone just tailing me closely or anything like that. Just basically to set your gaze out there and your net. See if you could find out who it might be or what it might be.
Sure, I can snoop around, see what I can find. Not very much, considering a lot of people keep their shit under wraps.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, if this guy, but I'd like to at least be, instead of instead of maybe 3 or 4 steps back, at least, on the same step, or at least a step before them. I mean, or at least a step like right before them. It seems like. Well, and she pinches the bridge of her nose. She goes, "It just seems like. Obviously, I'm the only one here who's the most out of the loop most of the time."
Yeah, the thing is that there's a lot of people who are riding on this whole scenario to play out like they want it to play out. There's some people that want you to win, of course, but there's also the people that want you to lose, and it's a complicated mess. So I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, Tabby.
It was nice hearing your voice again.
Of course.
All right. See ya. And then she hangs up. And then she'd see if she could get a call through to the Grey Watcher.
That's an interesting one.
If need be, she'd try to enter the shadow net to try to get a more direct approach to it.
After a while digging through the shadow net, you're able to achieve that with a phone call, I guess. It's like,
all right,
Grey Watcher.
Yeah, she'd say, "Hey, yeah, it's Tavina, your latest," and she,
Dogs, what the pleasure to see ya. Oh, maybe a month or two. How's it been?
I want to roll an insight.
Sure.
Because this does not sound like the Grey Watcher.
Sure.
Am I anywhere near you?
In any regard. She would have gone off to a private room unless you would follow her and try to listen through the door, but she'd make it.
Nah. That's not Queen's thing. Just trying to help out.
Right. Alright. Yeah. Oh my god.
Damn.
So you definitely know it's the Grey Watcher, but he's making a voice to kind of psych you out. To make you think that isn't him.
Okay. Yeah. And she'd give an, yeah, well, what's up? I'm just calling to let you know that, there's a fourth set of eyes on us right now, which, I mean, I guess in your line of work, you've probably got all sets of eyes on your, or at least trying to find your organization. But at the moment, I have maybe a tail or someone on me right now who knew I was going to be here and informed the leader here of my intentions.
Well, it was probably the Methuselah.
Let me just write that down.
Name drop.
Methuselah. That's a hell of a name. That's a hell of a moniker, but whatever.
Bless your soul.
Yeah, he's like, finally got back into the game, it sounds like, and they're really slow to the ball.
Fashionably late, some would say.
Oh, is she talking about me?
Yeah, no, she's talking about the Methuselah.
Okay. Yeah, she'd say, okay, so, well, that's great. Well, awesome. So I got a name. Do you know how this guy operates or how he would be able to know this? Okay, all right.
All I know is that these guys are vampires.
Ah!
But you didn't hear me the first time?
No, I think I don't know if I took a pill in the last 10 minutes, but regardless, okay, vampires.
I have no idea what vampires be wanting to do with you. This is beyond my comprehension. But at the same time, the Methuselah may be the ones on your ass.
All right. You say they, so I'm dealing with multiple vampires.
Yes, you are.
All right, so I'm guessing Methuselah is the name of their sort of group, organization.
You can call it that. I see it more as a race moniker. They don't really have a name other than simply vampire. The Methuselah over some biblical fucker.
Okay.
Apparently the vampires came from Terra. Or...
Yeah, I usually ended up skipping Sunday school most of the time. But,
Here's...
Okay. Well, that's all good to know. So, okay. Vampires, awesome. Well, I think that's everything. Still working on the whole drive thing.
Well, you better get to it. You don't have much time.
Nope. One question though.
I may have one answer.
All right. The leader wanted to work out a deal of sorts. I mean, obviously, I knew I'd have to talk to him, even just to find out about the area and where one might locate something such as this. But he wants to work out a deal to get some sorium to maybe help their war efforts. And she leans back a little bit and she says, "What are the odds? What would you say? How far in favor would you say the war would tip if they were to acquire some said sorium?"
Well, if the rebels, really get their hands on some sorium, that could very well change the tide of war. Them into full civil war mode. Although technically they're low war at this point, so they really don't have the manpower to take on the inner core, which is armed to the teeth. With some sorium, they may have a chance.
All right. Well, and give me a percentage that any sort of peace could be worked out between these two.
You really want me to give you a percentage?
Well, if it's over 0. Fuck.
They hate each other a lot. And it's only a matter of time before it just blows into proportions. lot of money invested in that war. So they're going to push it to the very end.
Fuck me. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that's everything. So, yeah. Well, by the end of this, you might hear of a change in the scale of this war. Then, good talking.
Mm-hmm.
And she hangs up.
What a weird person.
There is something I want to do.
Oh?
I want to go back to Yervat with like the drinks I found, you know, and 2 glasses, and I want to look at him. I'm gonna look at him with a serious face and tell him, "Would you please follow me?"
Uh-oh.
He looks at you with a bit of a raised brow and is like, sure.
So I'm gonna bring him to his room, and I'm gonna ask him something, and I'm just gonna be like, I want you to be honest with me. I'm gonna tell you some things, and I want you to tell me if you know anything about these things. Or, I don't know, maybe you won't know. I'm just asking because you were part of the inner core. Sorium super weapons.
What about them?
Codename Monument?
Looks at you with it's like, how do you know about that?
There's a lot of things I know. What about the other ones? Do you know where they're kept?
No. I only know about Project Monument.
Do you know where it's kept?
Oh, the last I remember hearing about it was in the Soul System.
In the Soul System? Whew. That sounds bad.
Yeah, I guess it is bad.
Were they planning to use it anytime soon?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they found some Sorium, so they're going to use it to power it.
On Soul?
No. Soul's a staging ground.
Okay. Ooh.
Soul's going to be their staging ground to attack Val. I heard they were going to do it within the next month.
Oh shit.
That
My
was their attack plan, after all.
my eyes are kind of opening wide, and I'm like, we need to have a talk with the others.
Yeah, I guess. He kind of stands up and he's like, "You." After you.
Okay, so I get up and I just like yell the others' names, you know?
Right.
I yell coming over.
I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, I would have done the exact. I want to say that this conversation happens like with my phone calls and everything, and then you and I both walk out of the room to call everybody for a meeting at the same time.
Sure.
Well, just so everybody knows, while that was happening, I had done Esper Sense spell, and I was just walking around the perimeter of the building,
Right.
sensing magical powers.
Magical powers.
Yep. The machine spirits speak to me.
You know that the area around you is way too murky to find anything distinct. It seems like there are other forces kind of cascading over your Esper sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the area around you is fucking thick in magical power. But you don't know where it's coming from, like it's everywhere around you.
That's not good. Okay, then I guess I'll join when I'm called.
So I'm just gonna look at Tavina, since we kind of got out at the same time yelling people's name and be like, you go first or I go first?
Well, I mean, I brought you all out here. I figured it's only right I tell everybody all that I know.
Then you go first.
All right. Well, group meeting, everybody. And she sits down. She says, "Well, so not just out here for a concert. Pretty obvious now. We're here, or rather, I'm here, and I brought you all with me on this little expedition to hunt down a Millennium Drive. Now, this Millennium Drive is attached to a... Oh, fuck. My notes are a goddamn shambles. I just write down everything so frantically. Okay. So Hoff, can you please tell me? Oh, so am I on the right track here?
You are on the right track. Yes, you know
Okay.
you know the Millennium. The Millennium Drive needs Soren to be powered. The Millennium Drive is attached to a super weapon known as the Monument.
Yes. Okay. So yes, she said. So we're after a Millennium Drive, which is attached to a little thing called the Monument, which the Imperium is very keen on wanting to use.
I just expressed myself all of a sudden like, like a tiny screech or something, as you say the monument's name.
And then she points to Kiri and she goes, "Oh, I see we have somebody on our little squad here who may know quite a bit already, which is good. Saves me a lot of detail on that end. But for everybody else, the this Millennium Drive attached to the monument is essentially a planet cracker."
That's
How
no
big
good at
is
all.
I have
Oh.
something to add about this. Our new friend Yervat over here told me that they were planning on testing it on Val in a month.
Yeah, that too.
What does this
They want-
Millennium Drive do? And how big is it?
Well, the actual details on the device are sketchy at best. The only thing we know is that this drive is the most important factor, and without it, they can't power it. Same thing with the Sorium involved. They needed Sorium to power the Millennium Drive.
So it's some kind of reactor? Power source?
Something like that.
Hmm. And what is this weapon?
Well, from what I gather, it is, it's kind of in the name. Essentially,
It blows planets up.
yeah. She points to her and she says, what she said.
That's no good. We certainly have to put a stop to this.
Yeah, so that's why we're here, and that's why our friend in there wants to make a deal to get the Sorium.
Well,
Yeah,
we
so
can
right
give
now-
Thorium.
According to Yervat, right now, it is stashed in that soul. It's not ready yet.
No, we have time, but not much.
We can't give them Sorium.
Well, here's the thing. I realize that just giving them what they want will really just increase the war effort, if anything, just even the odds, essentially. Make things a little bit better on their side. Won't really make things better overall, but it'll give them a fighting edge. But at the same time, without his help, we are then left with, well, right where we started. There's not much information to go on, and the only people who know anything about it, who aren't directly related to it, would have to be either a rebellion spy or something else, someone that we don't know or haven't heard of.
Well, we know it's in the Sol system. Can we not go there and scan for something? This thing has to use a massive amount of power, even without it.
Well, that's the thing too.
That's what the
If it is-
thorium's for.
Yes.
Well,
To
then-
just head directly to Seoul.
I need to warn
Yeah.
you guys, we'd have to be pretty careful approaching this thing. It can fire more than once.
Not to mention, we're talking, the ship that we were on, that main prison ship, was heavily guarded. This thing, fucking out the ass. You better damn well believe their best are gonna be on that planet.
Well, we have to stop it, that's for sure. We can't have that happen.
Which is another reason why I'm here.
I'm guessing this
As
will
much
be a
as
good
I
place
love-
to find some members of Vault.
And she points to her and she goes, right on the money. We need help. As much as I love the idea of the splinter group heading in and taking the drive and skedaddling, things rarely ever turn out like they do on the Hollow film. So, and as much faith as I have in my entourage and all of your abilities, absolutely, an army is, well, those are odds I'd rather not chance.
What a mess. We certainly have to get some to help us out if possible.
Now, I do agree with you, Wrath, that I would rather not give them the Sorium to prolong this war. But surely you keep your ear to the ground on things of this matter as well, peaceable as you are. This war's been going on for a while, and it's pretty set end, and the chances for peace at this point especially, well, I mean, it's a three-way war right now, especially with the Volna.
What's the primary race living on Val?
Oh no.
The Volna?
The Volna.
God
yeah.
damn it.
Oh, Val is Volna's homeworld.
Ah, shitballs.
It's okay. Look, it's all right. I lost a lot of what I was talking about with the drive and shit too. So it's fine. But yeah, and she says, now I also considered Volna as well, but I don't know.
We should warn the planet of Val.
Absolutely. But we would, the thing is, how, with things being war times as they are right now, I'm not saying we shouldn't warn them, absolutely. It's whether or not they would, well...
Listen.
Believe us to begin with.
Yeah.
And they would, even if they did, they would only send ships directly to Seoul, where they would try and find this doomsday weapon. You can't move a planet. They would do exactly that. They would send armies directly to Seoul. And they can't fire this thing without the drive, and the drive needs a thorium, right?
Exactly.
So if we get them their thorium, can we get the information? Can we not try and outrun them to the machine before the thorium gets there? Because we need to get to the monument, destroy it, this drive and get out, and then they have at least, at the very worst case scenario, they have a machine with thorium, but no way to activate. That will at least prolong it until more fortified defenses or attack formations can be planned out.
Right. It's not bad.
I am no expert on war.
And she leans back and she goes, "Fuck, you think I am?"
How about
But-
we ask Yervad over here his opinion?
Yeah, what do you think, Yervoth? You think we should... I mean, I imagine... Well, I guess it's wrong of me to assume, but, do you think we should... Well, help your people out with some of that thorium, to get to this Millennium Drive? Or you got any other plans?
He muted.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he
Dang
did.
it.
He fell asleep.
I didn't. I just had to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
What was your question?
Oh, yeah, she asks, we're asking Irvoth about the whole thing, and she, and Tavina would say, yeah, so, you got any, ideas on this whole, war effort? You think we should give your, I mean, it's wrong of me to assume, but you think we should give, your people some of that thorium to, help them along on this little war effort?
Irvoth just kind of thinks about that for a moment and is like, either way, our core get the thorium, ball's gone. The necessary risk to give the outer core the thorium.
Yeah, that's where my head's at too. And she looks to Wrath, and she said, and just kind of like looks down and shakes her head. She goes, "I'm sorry, man."
I squint my eyes and I look at Tivina and I'm like, are you telling me we have to let Val die?
It's not what we're saying.
What? No,
That's not
no,
what
no.
we're
It's
saying.
about no. The whole point is to get the Millennium Drive so they do not destroy Vol.
Oh. Okay.
That's what we're gonna do that anyway. But it's just about prolonging and evening the odds in favor of the rebels in the war effort. But
Why do we care about their war?
well, I mean,
We care about stopping it for one. We would want
Irvoth steps
Well,
forward.
if you're going to stop it, one side has to win.
Queen, listen. In the outer core and the inner core is not of a non-importance. In the Imperium, in the Valna. Because if Imperium decides to blow up an entire fucking world, and not just any world, a war belonging to the Conclave, war of galactic proportions. Because if one world within the Conclave is destroyed, that means you're picking a fight with the entirety of the Conclave. And that's what we want to avoid.
You know, that would bring an end to the war really quick. If the
Would bring an end to the
Conclave gets
galaxy.
involved.
I don't think that would bring an end to the war really quickly. For
I mean,
because let me
it's what
tell
they-
you something. It's a misconception that what the Lorendis have is only Planet Cracker. They have 5 more super weapons made out of thorium.
yeah, this is just the closest one they have to finishing.
So,
With those super
Uh,
weapons, they have a high chance to win this war.
Well, clearly.
so what do So what do we need to do? Do we need to find the location of the monument? Is this the problem?
No. The problem is just. Go ahead.
We need to find the fucking crucible before the Imperium does. That will slow them down long enough for us to get the Millennium Drive out of the monument. Or for us to get to the monument and destroy it before they are able to repower it.
Did this and this Casanova, he knew where it was at?
He had a lead. Apparently, from what I saw between Davina here, it looks like Casanova has a lead on where the crucible might be.
Yeah, she leans back. She just kind of scoffs and she says, "At least he acts like he does."
You know, I could
It's our best chance.
ask the machine spirits if they are willing.
Trina just fucking puts her hand to her face and then just goes, "Ugh."
I will need a Wi-Fi connection.
We're in the outer core. Wi-Fi is a bit of a luxury. We happen to be in the luxury of. We happen to be in one of the most luxurious places in the outer core.
Luxury usually means weak firewalls.
He narrows his eyes at her. It's like, don't tell me you're thinking of what I'm thinking of.
Queen will get a big, big evil grin on her face. You know, I do have a reputation as a cyber terrorist.
Yeah, that's the problem here.
That's the problem.
I mean, it would help us out this time.
Oh, but I could easily ask for permission from the machine spirits.
I mean, you could break in. Look.
I will not break in. I will ask permission from them.
Yeah. I'm sure the law around here will really look at it like that once you explain it to them behind your fucking cell. Look.
You have no faith in my abilities.
It's not that. Obviously, you're able to do it. It's whether or not you should do it, especially considering where we are right now. We have a chance and a lead doing this, at least somewhat professionally. To break in to their whatever information they may have through cybernetic means could break whatever chance we have at that, any chance we have to even be considered minor guests here.
I thought we weren't guests. I thought we were here to find information and stop a catastrophe.
No, I'm here as a guest to play a show, which I'm still going to do. Now,
Is that really
little
what's
thing...
important?
Well, it's important to me. But that's not the
You're
overall
a selfish
goal.
creature.
Don't talk to me about selfishness, Thoughtbot.
Listen, we already had this conversation once before. We don't need to have it again. We're here to play the show. We'll get it done, hopefully raise the morale of the others. We'll figure it out from there. Hopefully come up with a plan, maybe get some more information from this Casanova guy.
Do what you wish.
Appreciate it.
I say, if we can get any information through normal means, through this guy, I'd let you give it your shot.
Mm-hmm. He's obviously got some kind of lead, like we said.
Or he was bluffing.
And then, yeah, Tavita would look at you and she'd say, "You and I both saw him. He seemed fairly confident in what he had."
He also seemed like he was a complete slimeball and we couldn't hold him to any kind of word.
And then she just chuckles at that. She goes, "They all are."
Should we grab him after or before your concert?
It's she says, well, somebody's supposed to show up here. Did he say before, like to set up the like for the show, or after?
During the show.
During. Okay. She said, well, there's supposed to be a contact who's supposed to meet with us sometime during the show itself.
Alright. I
Sounds like a
guess we'll
plan.
wait.
All right.
Oh,
One thing I should say, though, the people who informed our little informer here, our head guy here, turns out they're a little vampire group, and yes, you heard me right, vampire group called Methuselah.
God damn.
Vampires.
Space vampires.
There's no such thing. This is a children's story.
It says the mechanized walking being right next to us.
Indeed.
I have never seen one, but who's to say it's not a possibility?
I mean, in a galaxy filled with giant lizard men, cat people, elves, and all sorts of creatures, it honestly shouldn't surprise me as much as it does. But goddamn does it.
I saw a Duckman the other day.
That's racist.
Alright. Well, hopefully we don't encounter one of those anytime soon. I hope. That'll be something.
Well, if they're a group, then they more than likely got splinter agents scattered around and probably on us here as well. Well, actually, definitely on us here because they told them about us. So, yeah, just keep our eyes open. They obviously haven't sought confrontation, they just want to keep an eye on us.
Do they fear sunlight? Is my question.
Probably not.
She just shrugs. I can't say. I would hope so, but
Have you met a vampire, Yervot?
I've heard that they existed at one point on the planet Earth, but actually meeting them is to us Lorendi.
Another creature from Earth.
Assuming
There
that
seems to be a lot of
he got his information from a vampire, and they know about the Sorium going to Sol, is it not possible that they're still on Sol?
Is it possible that the Methuselah may have a Lorendi, or probably working with the Methuselah? This is all speculation, anyway.
yeah. But I just thought I should put that out there. I mean, everybody here already knows to keep their eyes open, but now we have a name and we have a species, so.
Let's go with that.
So
I
what do
guess.
these things look like?
Well, I mean,
We haven't seen them. We can't really know, I guess.
yeah, Blade 2 vampires probably look the coolest, but
I don't understand this reference.
Oh, you Machina.
I am not
oh
into
man.
ancient cinema.
My travels haven't stopped me from watching the classics.
And we gotta have a movie night someday because a vampire gets suplexed in that and dies, and it's great. So,
Fascinating.
but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for the for my show here. So you guys can relax until then, or do whatever you're gonna do until then.
I am going to force Yerba to have a drink with me.
I don't think that's wise, especially considering that something might go wrong at the show.
Nah, it's fine, just a bit.
You're pregnant.
That's my flaw. I drink.
While you're
She doesn't know.
Try to be at 7. Insight.
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
Negative
Okay.
one.
Try to beat this. Where's
He is
my
a low
insight?
rated, he is
Insight,
reported.
okay. Oh, I have advantage when I do a check. It depends on what though. What kind of checks do I have advantage on? Let's see. Know your target. On perception and survival, lore, xenobiology. I don't have it on insight.
Alright, just wondering.
Roll a d20 plus.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about what.
Him trying to stop you from, like, drinking.
Uh-huh.
Really should stop. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not gonna drink, but I'm just gonna drink enough.
Uh-huh.
Just enough, just to keep my aim steady.
Exactly.
Beautiful. So I guess that's it for the little meeting.
Yeah, and the night comes upon you.
Right.
As the night draws upon you, we see a nice grav limo roll up onto the scene. Then, of course, there's drinks and other amenities inside the
More drinks.
inside the limo, and you are hoisted away the stadium that you saw earlier in the day.
Oh boy. It's showtime.
All right.
All right, tell me what kind of music are we going to be playing here? Because
No.
is it going to be superheroes? Is it going to be superheroes by Daft Punk? Are we going to hear that?
We're doing space techno rap.
Up to you, silly.
Music from me or music from the people who are ahead of me?
But what kind of music are you going to be playing? Because it's because as you kind of roll up on a scene, kind of go through the backstage, and you hear the crowd going wild from the last set. It's like, thank you, dude.
Audience cheer.
All right.
Looks like a group, possibly an analog gorillas.
Oh shit! What do I roll to see if I can recognize these guys?
Sure, go ahead and roll me performance.
Oh, that's a good name for a band too. Analog Gorillas.
What's the name of this band?
I just said that.
No, ours.
It's on Tavina.
Mm-hmm.
Screw you
Fort
guys.
Knox.
The artist formerly known as Tavina.
That's not bad.
I thought the band was known as Fort Knox because that makes the most sense.
That's not bad. That's actually really good. That's really fucking good.
Why?
My last name is Knox.
See now, with my eyeballs.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me that performance to know who these people are.
All right.
20. All right, let me see here. These are known as the orangutans.
Oh shit. How are they? Are they just starting out, or like are they just like?
They just finished up their set.
Okay. No. I mean, like, as far as
As their
Career.
career.
yeah.
Oh, their career? Oh, yeah. I'd say that they've been on the scene for about a year now. They're just now playing their album, Silicon Beach.
Sick.
They just finished up their song, which was there's a particular song. There's a particular song from the Gorillaz that I know.
There's quite a few
Yes,
that are really good.
Plastic Beach. Oh yeah, it's called shut up. Called Paragon Eyes.
Sick.
That was pretty much the crowd's pretty much going wild. Not saying encore though, but the crowd really did love that last song they did. So now they're waiting on you.
Yeah. Yeah, Fort Knox is good. That's what I'm called.
Alright.
It's really, really good. So yeah, I would I'd set up my bandmates next to their the little little devices next to the instruments and everything.
Dibs on the pyrotechnics.
I'm a synth cat.
Right.
All right.
You just rush up next to the fucking pyro console and you're
Why, hello, good sir. How are you today?
What the fuck are you doing? Get away from get away from there.
Hey, I wasn't talking to you. Don't be rude. And I turned to the display. How are you doing tonight? Are you excited?
Oh, God. Who let this person on the stage? Backstage? But yeah, you go up there, you set up your band, Fort Knox goes ahead and begins playing. Now you
Right.
you bust out a few singles here and there. Crowd's going back absolutely fucking nuts because they've never heard this shit before. So they're absolutely fucking busting it down in the front stage, the front part of the stage. You know, you see that there's like 4 platforms. Like you come out to the front because the stage is pretty much like those kinds of stages where it extends out into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like a giant. It's like goes off and goes like a giant rectangle into the crowd, and you have like 4 platforms on along the rectangle part of the stage, and you see that there are, of course, dancers and whatnot. They're pretty much going hard. And everyone, and the entire crowd is loving it. It's just like, oh shit, wow, you know. And if you tell them to mosh, they will most certainly mosh.
Oh fuck yeah. And I have like little things where I do that Pantera thing of like, addressing the crowd very roughly and like asking everybody, "Is everybody how the fuck does everybody feel? I want to fucking hear everybody."
The response is pretty much near unanimous. Everyone's fucking lit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. If I see one pussy in the back who's not jumping in, getting his fucking head knocked out, I am fucking walking off. Get the fuck in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much the performance goes as plays.
All right, this one's Blackout Motel. Let's go.
Blackout Motel. So yeah, you go ahead and do your set. Set's pretty much on fire. Each song you go through is pretty much as electric as the last. And after a while, you start to feel that sight. And everyone else, roll me perception.
Alright. Let me see my stat on that.
I feel a
Is
what?
that for everybody?
Just go ahead and roll me insight. Everyone else, roll me perception.
Okay.
Where be?
I give boosts to everybody.
You give
Mr.
a
GM.
boost?
Yeah, everybody gets a D4 to add to whatever they roll.
Damn it,
Hell
boy.
yeah. Where beeth my perception? Oh, there it is. A minus. Sweet.
I'm gonna add 4 to it. Yay.
So Kiri at 17, I'm at 13. Tavina's at 11. Tavina's inside, right?
Yeah. Okay, let me see here.
Missing a certain queen.
Already made her roll.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
13, 11. Oh, Kyria and Queen.
Yep.
Even our boy Tavina here. Tavina, we'll start with you, Tavina. You feel that the crowd is loving it. You know, they're going ham. Some people among the crowd that don't seem to be enjoying it very well. In fact, they seem to be focused on something else entirely. And as I say that, Kyria, you see pale-skinned individuals among the crowd whip out. They're all wearing coats, like thick coats.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy.
Whip off their coats into the crowd, and you see they're wearing bomb vests.
Oh no. No.
Am I gonna
see
have to
them.
shoot these fuckers?
And Kyria, just as you pull out your weapon to fire at one of them, they all press their button simultaneously. Oof! As 5 separate explosions throughout the crowd ring out as people start to scramble.
Oh no.
That's what will end it.
How could you?
Goddamn terrorists! Goddamn
Ugh.
terrorists!
Vampire terrorists.
Oof. That's a big oof to end on, buddy.
It
no
is. Goddamn
That's-
terrorists, bro.
That's not a very nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, this will be interesting.
And with that in mind, thoughts on the session?
That was pretty interesting.
I got to bang a spaceship.
I couldn't follow part of it because my sister kept talking to me.
Oh, distraction.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I followed most of it. I just couldn't follow most of the part from Casanova. And whenever we went to, I don't even know where we're staying at. I have no clue.
Yerbat's place on that planet.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
yeah.
Man.
It was really, really fun. I mean, it's another nice little heavy RP session. Everybody now knows the score, what's going on, what we're out here to get.
Yeah.
I want to find out what this drive is. Is it a physical thing? Is it a reactor of some sort? Is it
Is it a
Is it an
sexual
electrical-
drive?
yeah? Is it is it an electronics like program?
Well, apparently, it's a physical thing, but
And how big is it? Like what the fuck is it?
Now this thing makes me question what side these vampires are on, because they just blew up a crowd.
they inform the leader, but then they blow up the crowd at the fucking concert.
I know! It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
be
definitely.
terrorists, dude.
I mean, what would you expect? I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Some vampire terrorists. Vampires are weird in their motives. You know, they're pretty secretive in their motives.
No, they're trying to make us look bad. First, they're gonna blow up our crowd, gives Fort Knox a bad name. Then we're gonna go and get them thorium to power up their weapon, which they will blame on us, and then they'll blow up a planet. So they're gonna frame us.
It's just.
I just unraveled the whole plot. Done.
You need to relax. Don't scare me.
It just. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. The part about it doesn't necessarily give me a bad name more so than my shows. Now people are going to now Fort Knox is the band that had a show that had fucking terrorists, that had fucking
Exactly.
Yeah.
It ruined your reputation.
No, it didn't actually.
The memes. The
This
memes
is not
will
how
be-
shows work.
yeah. It's not going to ruin my reputation more so than it's just going to
We're
just
gonna
like
get spooked to go.
It's gonna
Yeah,
start
that's the
with
thing.
People are going to make a connection that if they go to this show, bad things will happen, but no, will not give you a bad reputation. It's just they will associate a bad time with that show.
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, it hurts either way, but yeah, that's no good. That's crazy.
No bueno.
That was crazy. All right, but I mean,
need to
fun.
get my affection meter up.
Her social link. She has to max out her social link.
This feels like The Sims.
Ugh.
If there's no limit to it, I will bloat it.
I mean,
I think-
as much
I
as
think
your
you already
belly
did
will be
that.
bloated.
Yeah, he bloated you, all right.
Oh my
Giggity.
god.
You're about to get bloated too in about 10 weeks.
Well,
Yeah,
so far,
I can't
a
wait
month
to see
has
how
passed.
this is gonna turn out when everybody looks at me and I have this belly and I'm like,
It's gonna be in approximately 6 weeks because a whole month has
Mhm.
passed since then.
yep.
4, that's right. Yeah, for the trip. Okay.
So 6 more weeks.
And it's gonna come quick, boys.
There it goes, baby pop. We're gonna have a super baby. I can feel it in my bones.
We're gonna have a litter.
We're gonna have a super
Oh
babies.
god, no, not
You're gonna have a
litter.
litter of babies.
We already said it
No.
was one.
Yeah, Hoff said no on the list.
God, fuck the litter.
It's gonna be a super baby.
Hey,
It's
he's
gonna
the
be.
savior.
It's gonna
He's-
be endowed
He's
with.
the he's that savior that bonds the Valnas and the Lorendis. If he dies, I'm
He's-
done. I'm fucking
Oh, God.
done.
is from the the prophesized baby.
Well, it's okay. We think about okay, you being pregnant while on these journeys,
Gonna be a headache.
but then when the baby comes out,
There's
and
no
then
way
we
to
have to
Carry the
we
baby.
have a baby on a battlefield.
See, if it did like if it did like
You know what I'm
Fire
gonna have? I'm gonna have some kind of pouch, either on my back or the front of me, and I'm gonna be carrying him around on the battlefield.
Emblem, just
Bulletproof
do, like,
pouch.
oh,
Yeah.
just do like freaking Fire Emblem. Just send him to the baby dimension. Just open up a portal and toss him in the baby dimension, and they'll be a grown adult in like 2 days.
Hell no.
Don't worry, Auntie Queen will take care of her.
And for a moment, I thought you said like anti as in like the opposite, like you were being evil, and then it.
Yeah,
Anti-queen.
I'm
it
the
took
I'm
you
the
a moment to
anti
realize you mean like.
I'm the anti queen. I'm completely competent, and I'm not trying to spread a religion.
Oh God.
I know, right?
With that in mind,
Yep. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so what are we doing later?
I'm playing Smash.
Well, are we having a game tonight still, or
I mean, it doesn't seem like it. At least.
Callie's not going to be here for hours, he said. So, like, I'm not staying up for multiple hours waiting on the guy.
Neither
And-
am
Okay, I
And
just
I
want-
don't. Go ahead.
no? I was gonna say like I wanted to double check because if Callie's not gonna be here, and everybody got really excited over a particular possibility of a game.
yeah,
yesterday.
but there hasn't been any prep time.
Oh well, I don't doubt that Hoff probably has 1,000 different scenarios
Let
ready
me
to go.
rephrase. The players have not have any prep time.
Oh, get good.
The potential
Oh
players.
god damn it, Silver, you fucking addict.
Yeah.
What?
I obviously did not prep.
But that's what I'm saying. Neither did I.
I'm not just talking about you. I said the wrong person. I wanted to say Crystal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. God damn it, Silver. You fucking addict.
Silver, calm down.
Ah man, you fucking dick. Chill the fuck out.
Silver said,
Dang, I'm being
It's just a.
bullied.
Silver, what the heck did you say?
I'm being
Yeah.
bullied is what's going on.
court. Order in this court.
I'm just
Even so, if nobody else wants to play and we still